All right, everybody, we are back, and we are going to be doing part number 2 of Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. Joe lies to me all the time. Now everybody knows. All right, so here we are. Near Maryland, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. We're going backwards. Let's go over to the campground over here. Yeah, not campground, but you know what I mean. I wonder if that's the same little peckerhead kid.
My twin brother Paul and I always got into trouble, but we were good.
You always got in trouble, but you were good. Right.
We didn't do nothing to anybody till we left.
And then what?
Then we hurt a lot of people. Me, more so than Paul, because he didn't make it through.
Oh no. When you lied to me, last night.
The march I was on, the bonus army. It's less a bonus and more an acknowledgement of what I've had to suffer. Civilians will never understand.
So it's less a bonus and more an acknowledgement of what I had to suffer. Civilians will never understand.
Know any good jokes? I'm not so good at telling them anymore.
It's because you're in a shit mood. Family, future. Yeah. The bridge builders. With the Whippoorwilly Watson
That
thing.
can't be true. That sounds like a Navy tale. Freedom is getting paid what you deserve, and getting enough to get by. Freedom is the ability to be free of pain. Tell me a happy story. Something to make the world seem kind.
Ooh, I had the perfect story. What the hell was it? Oh, I don't know. That's sad. Oh, I can't do the other. Oh, boo. Arrested for bootlegging. Took each other. Yeah, these people. The ones that gave us tea and invited us into the lighthouse.
I liked that one. There's some hope left for you too, you know. Don't give it away too quickly.
Look at his eye opened.
The past doesn't even feel like it happened. It feels like it's happening in every moment, in every slumber.
That's deep, dude. That's deep.
When your memories come back to you, do they clutch at you? At your heart?
No, not really.
Do you know any happy stories? Hopeful ones?
Mm-hmm. I know a few. Nope, that's not happy. Tell the story of John Chapman. Nope, that's the dead dog story. Nope, that's not very good either. I don't have very many. For hopeful. Let me tell the one about Boston.
I don't really scare at that stuff anymore. Sorry.
No, it wasn't meant to be scary.
Change. Tanks seem to be the ones bringing about change. First, in no man's land, and then on the steps of Washington, D.C. I was amazed the first time I saw one. The second time, afraid. And all the times after that, revolted.
What is it with everybody always having apples around these fires?
So anyway, tell me a funny story? You seem like you know a few good ones.
I do. Women arrested for bootlegging? No. Yeah. Seagulls and the fishermen.
You know, the government told us to keep our chins up too. But I didn't believe them either.
Oh, son of a bitch.
The future's the issue, ain't it?
Maybe.
The Great War leaves us nothing to go back to, plucking up the hope and leaving us only with the vile and the unforgiven. Tell me a happy story. Something to make the world seem kind.
I don't have that kind of shit. How about when the guy fell off the thing? Everything I have is sad. Yeah. Bootlegging chicks. I don't know what he said. I don't think he said fucking up,
Oh,
though.
come on. That doesn't sound real.
It is real.
Authority? The law? Well, I had a thought once, in the trenches. You and I, all of us, have the right to the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah. This guy's like a pure Debbie Downer.
Can't say I've held the Declaration myself, but does it say anything about having a right to achieve happiness?
It doesn't have to. The right's within yourself.
The sun's coming up soon. I should get ready to get back on the road.
Sounds like a plan to me, Stan. You're a pain in my ass.
I'm headed out this way next.
Oh, you're
Will
just...
our paths cross?
Potentially. Just heading up the street.
If you see any others like me, treat them well. Invite them to share your fire, too. Even if they look well and whole.
Yeah, I am profound, aren't I?
None of us are whole, really. None of us have got what we're owed.
You're only owed what you reap. The Great War veteran. Yeah, man, you go through life thinking like that, and you're just in for a whole lot of crap. I know that. I've lived that personally. I created my own personal hell. Okay, so we don't want to go back into Washington, D.C. No. We'll cross over the bridge. Hop a train to Charlotte. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, dude, I wonder if we're gonna get to talk to like another hobo like me. Now, where'd you come from, he asks, in a way that indicates he doesn't care. You don't mess with the Rock Island cars. The beating that ensues is efficient and brutal. Oh, that sucks, dick. Oh, I'm hurting, too. Let's hear his story. That'll cheer me up and make me feel better. These men lean against the wall of this hardware store, smoking and chatting. They wave you over. You heard this one before? They launch into a group recitation of the dead woman in the yellow ribbon, interrupting one another in their excitement to tell it. Wait a second. You recognize this story. It's a story about the elegant woman in the small town. Someone's added to it in the meantime, though. What do you think? This one asked one of the men in bright eyes. You think that really happened? Of course it did. But damn, it sounds wild. Story grew into telling. So that lady that we met that had the slit throat with the little yellow ribbon on it. Whoa, that was weird. She ended up dying, apparently. So the story is actually growing. So that's the whole point of what we're doing.
The blistering sun has scared even birds into the shade. But a middle-aged woman and a young couple are still collecting scraps of cotton that the machinery missed.
Woohoo.
With a ragged voice, the older woman calls to you. Got any water? The young man stands up and calls out.
Wait, I'll pay.
He chases you up the road, shows you a few pennies.
Fine.
The boy swallows half the canteen in an instant. His girlfriend drinks, but his mother refuses.
Said there wasn't enough to share.
She protests, running a dry tongue over her bleeding lips. The boy shakes his head and finishes the last of your water.
Little jackass. He just drank all my frickin' water.
He sings as he works,
Alright, now we got
his
booze.
voice warm and soft as the late afternoon sun. The air's sweet with the tang of recently cut sugar cane. There's a practiced, almost soothing precision to the way he works. He looks up and nods hello.
Hola, senor.
Making molasses, he says to your unasked question. I sell the black stripe in town. Farmers use it for feed. Bitter as hell. He grins.
Oh, try
Got
it.
some set aside. He comes back with a murky flask, waving off any offer of payment. I ain't charging. Folks around here need what they can get. Makes a mean loaf of bread. He nods at the barrels. I'm about done filtering. Got to boil it next. Lend a hand?
Yeah, what the hell?
You
Maybe
help
he'll
him
feed
haul
me.
the barrels over to the metal boiler. You pour in the juice and set the fire. It's hot work. He fetches water and dark bread,
Woohoo!
and you share the small meal and a smile. It's good to find another who takes joy in honest labor.
Darn tootin'. Plus, I got dark bread and water. Freaking A. Now I got my health back. Alright, so where the hell are we going? Let's check out this little place. What you got here? A picnic basket strewn with half-eaten lunches lies abandoned. Wait, that pile of coats is an old woman. My grandchildren all wanted to go swimming, she complains, but no one wanted to stay with me. She feeds you well. Good food in exchange for quiet company. Aw, that's so sweet. Let's go to that big building up there. Highway 17. Oh man, we made it all the way down to South Carolina. Oh wow, that's gonna take forever to zoom out. Okay, so we got a dude over there, and another dude there. We can head over towards Tennessee, and we got another dude up here in Virginia. See, we were right here or here, and then we drove all the way down to here. I'm thinking Tennessee. The guy with the guitar might be a good spot to go. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. Tons of coyote. This is coyote country.
You emerge from the underbrush and find yourself at the edge of a field.
Holy crap.
A farmhouse sits at the other end. Close by, a large family is tending to the plants together. They pause and regard you, almost nervously.
Hello there?
The grandmother asks.
And then I go, hey, what's up?
The family is almost too nice to you. When you ask for water, they don't even let you walk to the pump by the house. A child runs back to the shed for a folding chair, and they serve you lemonade in a glass.
See, that's
among
what
the
happens.
lettuce heads.
When you're nice to people, they're like, wow, this guy's got so much energy. I love him. Let's give him some lemonade.
Halfway through your glass, you notice someone moving furtively down by the house. The cuffs of his white shirt are stained red.
Whoa.
The father sees your look and shifts to block your view. His eyes are bright, and his teeth are bared in something like worry.
Whoa.
How do you like your lemonade?
Freaking awesome, dude. Can I have whatever the hell that guy killed? I don't care if it's human, I'll eat it. I'm really, really hungry.
His wife arrives with a bag full of sandwiches for you,
Well, damn.
and the whole family ushers you back into the woods, waving, wishing you well. You take one look back over your shoulder. The man by the wall is gone.
Joe, you're always looking at things so evilly. They're not cannibals. It's actually a cranberry bog, and the guy had cranberry juice all up his sleeves. Jeez, not everybody's always out to kill everyone. Okay, we are going to... Where are we going? Yeah. Charlotte, North Carolina. So that's probably that way. I think this is where we want to go. Not lucky at all. They were such nice people. I got sandwiches. I got lemonade. Everything was awesome. It's because he thought I was there to rob him. I'm sure a lot of people come across and like try to kill everybody. Are we heading? Yeah, we're heading in the right direction. Ooh, there's a city down here. Sounds like something screaming. Tongue sandwich. Probably cow tongue sandwich. Meatballs. That's just chicken balls.
He's small for his age. Boy of 13 or so, sitting on an upturned bucket by the side of a tiny wedge of farmland. The dog, as though by contrast, is massive, an enormous yellow-brown mutt. He's called Rover, the boy explains.
Pa says he can't come with us.
Where the hell are you going?
West.
You notice the Model A truck on the yard, piled high with furnishings and trunks and bags and knots of rope to tie it all together. And upon all that, too, yet more dust and grit.
Pa says it has to be better.
I wonder if we're going to get a dog here.
With one toe tip, he scratches a parabola on the dead, dry ground.
Pa says we can't afford to feed Rover no more.
You can't tell where the blonde of the dog's coat ends and the omnipresent dust begins. Same goes for the boy's hair.
Will you take him?
Yeah.
Rover follows you eagerly after you feed him the tiniest sliver of jerky.
Woohoo!
But a few hours later, he snaps to attention, as though hearing some distant noise your ears can't catch. The last you see of him are the markings left by his dirty pelt on the leaves of the underbrush.
Ah, son of a bitch. That was short-lived. Well, so much for our pet dog. Well, at least Joe didn't get to see it, because she probably would have cried. Like, hey, yay, we got a pet dog. Oh, damn, it's gone. Ooh, we're in Atlanta. So I can make some money. I don't know. We could try panhandling, but it doesn't usually play out too well. And not just that, it's nighttime, and that's usually not a good time to start panhandling. Suffering, you can tell. Even before the Depression got started, crops were failing and farms were closing. Now everyone's looking desperate. So...
You find yourself in a poker game on the third floor of the Winecoff Hotel. Sometimes these things just happen.
Nice.
The man with the burned face to your left, you never gave his name, growls at the smiling man seated on your right. You ain't got the stomach. I killed men for lessons in that pot. Smiler plays on and takes the hand. The burned man bares his teeth.
Ooh.
This hand comes down to the burned man and Smiler. "Walk away, boy," says the burned man. Smiler drops his grin. "Ain't your boy, Roy." Roy's eye twitches. Smiler outplays Roy again, and a new hand comes around.
Oh.
You've got an okay hand. Not a world beater, but not nothing.
Press my
You
luck.
play your hand well and push Smiler into folding. You scrape a good number of chips into your pile. Roy's preoccupied and has to be nudged into dealing.
Ah.
You finally hit a decent hand.
Don't overplay
Roy
it.
is still staring at Smiler. "What'd you say your name was?"
I didn't, but it's Jackson.
"Jackson," repeats Roy. "I knew a Jackson once." There's a fierce look in Roy's eye. You played it just right. You take the hand and the lion's share of the chips on the table. Smiler cusses. Roy cashes out and slips away. You play a few more rounds, but that hand practically sewed up the game.
Nicely done.
As you leave the hotel, you smell smoke. You cross the street and look up. Flames have engulfed the third floor, where you played the game. The fire spreads hungrily. People are leaning out of windows on the floors above, but you can't see any way to help.
Kick ass. Man. A fire after the poker game at the Atlanta. Nice. So we got another true killer story now. I'm going to try to earn some money. Yeah, I'm going to look for work. A tiny woman in a lush fur coat standing outside a lamp store with a package nearly as tall as she is. "You there," she calls. "Can you lift this?" "Give it a try." "It's huge and unwieldy, but light as anything. Carry it down to my house and we'll work something out," the woman declares. You have to package and follow her. She begins a rambling story about her living room, her interior decorator, her husband's taste in rugs. "Fascinating, ma'am." Followed by the sound of her voice, "The lamp box is so large you can't see a thing." Eventually she exclaims, "We're here. Thank God." You lay the box down in her living room. It's nowhere near as luxurious as she made it sound. A card table, a writing couch, and a wall tapestry done in a grotesque imitation medieval style. "This will really tie the room together," she exclaims. "At least she tips you." Nice. Alright, we got money, we got that. I don't think we need anything. Pecan pie, orange juice, PB&J. I think we're pretty good. Nice. Let me just check something quick. Fantastico. My plan is working. Alright, we need to go. We're there. We're going to go a little bit around. We're looking for the dude, which he should just be, a little bit up to the northwest. We'll make a couple pit stops along the way. I might have to actually go in between these mountains once I do here. Alabama and Georgia. What we got here?
Electric lamps stipple the cotton field before you with an orange light, moving like a group of lethargic fireflies. From the field, the voices of the workers reach you in a soulful, united song. You're gently lulled to sleep as the song floats over you. And oh, Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. And oh, Lordy, pick a bale a day. You're pulled out of your slumber by a woman's pained scream and a collection of shouts rising from the field.
Oh man, we got an exciting story. So sorry to hear about your kitty cat, Jojo.
The woman's screams taper off, soon replaced by the raw cries of an infant. Applause briefly fills the night, eventually fading back into song. Oh, Lordy. You wake up to the gentle crescendo of the worker's song, unsure if it ever ceased at all.
The dreams in the cotton field at night. Interesting. Chattanooga choo-choo. A little bit of a lag spike there. Okay, we got a couple places here we can check out. And there's the fire that we gotta go to.
A sign in town says a farmer is hiring for the sugarcane harvest.
Yes!
A bag-eyed man drives you and 10 hungry strangers out into the cane, where he leaves you. Everyone gets a hatchet, but no instruction. The foreman is missing for some reason. Nobody is sure what to do.
Oh, great.
A young man in a red jacket stuffs all the hatchets in his pack. "This is stupid," he says. "I'm leaving. You can get $5 for a nice axe like this." He marches off into the cane, and others follow. "Don't!" a young woman shouts after them. "It's not right."
Yeah,
The
she's
thief
right.
left some hatchets behind. So you and the 3 chumps left start chopping cane.
Hey, I ain't no
It's
chump.
brutal work. None of you know what you're doing. "Keep going," the girl calls. Her hands are bleeding, and her face is bright with sweat. Soon, her cane is piled high.
No, it's not lag spikes, it's just a little choppy. And it's not porn, Joe. I have a separate computer for my porn. I don't use the gaming computer for porn.
Sometime
learned my
after
lesson.
noon, the truck rolls up with a boozy foreman riding shotgun. "Good work," he croaks. The girl wipes her blood-pinked hands on her apron to take her pay, but doesn't notice the crumpled body in the back of the truck, or the hatchets heaped beside it.
Oh. Damn. Fool got killed, man. See, that's what you get for stealing, man. Don't steal shit. Sugarcane cart is blinded to the threat of death. Alright then. What we got?
The cave is really a man-made hole breaching into an earthen mound. The man, khakis dirtied by kneeling on the rough earth, has assembled a macabre little pile of skulls to the side.
Okay.
"Readying these for sale, friend." He wipes his hands on his pants. "This pile of skulls, clearly claimed from his enemies by an Indian chieftain, would be perfect for any cabinet of curiosities or sideshow attraction."
That's just messed up, man.
"Why, these skulls belong to no one. They're just here, lying under this mound, waiting for an enterprising soul to make something of them. Isn't this what America's all about?"
Yes?
Little sunlight reaches that deep in, but you can still see the skeletal remains, their heads carelessly removed, laying neatly in their excavated resting places, each one lovingly surrounded by stone effigies, earthenware, and copper plates in the shape of winged warriors.
You missed the one goody thing, Joe. We actually had a pet dog. And Tumblr can vouch for it, too. Yeah, so there's like, looks like it would be a native Indian type of effigy or whatever that they've placed. Should we do the justice side or should we just let him do his thing? Don't tell kids to not play with their boner. They can do whatever they want. Just don't do too much. You'll go blind.
You pause and consider this small man, greedily arranging someone's remains as though they were a trinket for a mantelpiece.
Let's make up a ghost story. Scare the shit out of him.
It's crude and ridiculous, but he's a crude and ridiculous man. You have him run off the mound, sworn never to tell of what he's seen, for fear of monsters and ghosts. It's a small thing, but a kindness you hope.
And no, Joe, I didn't kill the dog. I set it free. Actually, it ran away. It knew you were coming back and was like, peace out, I gotta go. Where are we? And we're almost to where that fire is. Oh yeah, there it is, just on the left. Top left. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't even my damn dog. I took it off of a boy trying to help him out because his dad wouldn't let him take the damn dog with him. Now we're in Nashville. I wonder if we're going to see Dolly Parton.
From the windows of the store, you can hear a radio, turned all the way up, tuned to the Grand Ole Opry show being played across town. Two young girls sit outside listening to the music. Suddenly, it cuts off, and they howl in protest.
I wasn't telling any depressing stories. I was trying to help this stupid-ass kid. If we talk to the girls, they're probably going to think we're some sort of weirdo. What should we do? Come on, come on, come on.
Despite their obvious vexation, neither of the girls seems inclined to enter the store to see why the broadcast ceased. They seem to be preparing to leave on their bikes. When you approach, one says,
Don't bother. Always stops exactly this time, every week.
The other one matter-of-factly says,
That's when he died.
and before you can ask anything else, they've ridden away.
Because I knew we were going to get the peek anyways.
The window is so grimy you can barely see through the glass. But it's obvious there's nothing to see anyway.
See, that's why I didn't do it.
Dark and empty.
There's nothing there, Joe.
There's certainly no radio, nor any people. Just a lot of sad dust, marked where the furniture used to stand. Old memories, carted away.
Ooh. I got the peek anyways, Joe, so yeah. Let's make some money. Let's just panhandle today. Nope, nothing. God damn it. Nobody will even look you in the eye. This whole city sucks. Screw that city then. Hot chicken. Full-size replica of Parnithian was recently rebuilt, huh? And mosey down that way for a look. I'm gonna leave because I want to go over here. We gotta camp out for the night. Tell some more stories by Gita Jackson, Chapter 1, Full of the Blues.
I wanted to be the best blues singer in the world. By God, I was.
And what the hell are you doing sleeping out on a fire?
I was born a poor girl in Memphis, Tennessee. No father. He run out. No mama either. She was there, but she weren't there really.
Oh, that's too bad. She was a drunkard, probably.
All alone before my Uncle Richard. My baby brother Marcus. All alone but for the guitar.
So she played the guitar and got good.
Ooh, how about a story about the dark and scary things in the world?
Mm-hmm. I got one of those. I can't remember which one it was, though. Nope. Yeah. Ancient battle still raging on
Ooh,
Boston.
now, that sends shivers up my spine.
Nice. She liked that story?
I don't like to think about the past.
Okay, so I guess that means that we don't tell her stories about the past?
When I lay down to bed now, I hear Marcus cry out to me. He's hungry, he says.
Who the hell is Marcus?
When I was a girl, all I wanted was to help him.
Okay.
Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
Ooh, I got one. It's got a dead dog and a farmer. Nope. Well, that's tragic. I stole the guy's booze and he fell off the power lines. That's not the right one. This one? John Chapman and his orchard and his dog around New York City. Yeah.
Oh, now, that pain.
Yeah, that's rough. Shit's real.
Heaven.
Maybe.
The white man showed up in Memphis. Heard me singing for dimes outside the barber shop.
Did he give you a job or no?
I thought he was an angel when I met him.
No, he's just really white.
Ooh, how about a story about the dark and scary things in the world?
Well, yeah, I guess I could do that. Man who made molasses. Yeah, the dead woman in the yellow ribbon. Yeah, let's do that.
That's a mite sad right now.
Oh, shit.
I got stories about sadness.
That you do.
Something in my mama just broke when my father left.
That's not good.
Couldn't get her to eat most days, let alone feed me and my brother. Tell me a story to make me laugh. I could use a chuckle.
Huh. Do I have any chuckle ones? Bridge builders, the white deer that Joe killed, sugarcane cutters, the story of the grave robber. That's funny when the drunk guy fell off the line. The man who made molasses. Well, that wasn't really funny. That's sad. I don't know if that's considered funny or not. Maybe that one is. The bootlegging women.
Is that one supposed to be exciting?
I don't know, really.
Authority. Well.
You told me to press that button, Joe.
The man, he told me he loved my songs. But when we got to Chicago, I knew he just loved my story.
Yeah, but your story could be your music.
Little black girl all alone in the world. And would you tell the audience what this song means, child? Ooh, how about a story about the dark and scary things in the world?
I think I have one more of those. No. Nope. 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 That. The lights in Boston.
Oh, that's a scary one.
Yes. I win. Woohoo.
I wasn't one to accept death. To live beside it, that wasn't my way.
Oh, that would have been scary too, Tumbler, the bone one.
I told myself I was running away to take care of my brother Marcus. But I was just running.
Just running.
Ah, the sun is up. One more night gone.
I like your shoes.
I need to be going.
Pretty yellow shoes.
If you want to hear more about the deal I made, you can look for me up the road this way.
Okay. It's actually pretty close.
I was about 25 when I left my first record contract. No more richer than I was before.
Oh, sounds like you got screwed.
Those men took me around like a freak show. Me and my guitar, my sad songs. I didn't know what to do once I was free again. Alone, drinking my sorrows. That's where the devil found me.
Oh, shit. She got into the devil's stuff. Smoking the crack. Achievement unlocked, a blues singer. Althea Chapter 2 now available. Did we go in there? The South, the Midwest. Yeah, we went to Nashville. Sounds like that's what she did. Making a deal with the devil. Now we're almost in Kentucky. Let's see. What's coming up next? We can always go over and visit her. And make our way over to Arkansas. Or we go up towards Indiana, Illinois, Missouri. We could always head over towards Missouri, hit Arkansas, and then go up to Missouri. And maybe along the way we stop and talk to her. We need to get some fired chicken. Fried chicken. Ha ha ha. It's not even invented yet, Joe. This would have been well, no, not pre-war. I guess it was during the Depression, so it would have been in the 30s. Kentucky Fried Chicken, I don't know. I don't think it was around until the 40s. Where the hell am I going? Fuck me, I'm going way out of the way. What the hell is this little place? What the hell is she doing way out in the woods like that? We're hiring pickers, the farm hand said. Today only. It drives you over. 30, 40 people are already making the slow way across the impossible fast field that touches the horizon. Backbreaking work, but the folks are friendly and the pay is okay. Woohoo! We just got money. Money, money, money. Money! Perfect time, too. Next day, we go and we talk to her. Brigadier Jackson, Chapter 2. Friend of the Devil.
Giving up is its own peculiar kind of joy. Ain't nothing like it. No man so good, no smoke so deep.
Whoa.
When the devil found me, I was on the edge of that cliff. He had seen deep inside me. He knew. And we made a deal.
Get out.
Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
Alright, I tell you, there's two lovers. Well, I don't know, that's not really tragedy. Let's do the one with the guy that we knocked off the phone line.
Oh, now, that pain.
Nope, that didn't work.
Death. I did not think that death could or would touch me. Before I met the devil, I felt I was too worthless even for death. I never feared the devil, no. He took something from me, but he gave me back something I lost too.
What'd you lose?
Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy to it.
Alright, so obviously the lineman wasn't the tragedy. Fire. Oh, I know. The thing with the dude with the guy that in the building with the kid and the dead thing, and oh, we could always tell the one about the deer that Joe killed. What the hell was it? It's the one with the guy with the street. Two brothers that mistook each other. No. Nope. The Strange Street Lost in Time in Washington, D.C. That one.
I'd drink to that.
Hell yeah, baby. But you're a drunk, so that doesn't
Yeah,
really
there's
count.
some sadness I owe. Sadness I should have had, but never did.
Mm-hmm. And then
You
what?
see, Mama never told me Marcus was sick.
Oh, bitch.
Ooh, now I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that tragedy
Oh
to
my
it.
god, you just want the whole thing filled with a whole bunch of tragedy. See, that parted by thing. Maybe with seagulls. She already knows the story on that. Tell the story of the two men who each mistook each other for a missing brother. That might be tragic, but that one there, the deer, I think would be tragic, right? Because we went to save it, and then it died. Well, Joe killed it. Let's do that one.
That's like a song. Pretty and sad.
Yay! She liked the dead deer, Joe
Freedom.
killing. Whoops.
There's not many things colored folk can use to get free. You work twice as hard and you get half as much.
That's not true. I just did a job over in the field, and I got a good pay.
I thought money was a ticket out, but money come and go like everything else.
That's true. I usually come in and go.
Tell me a story to make me laugh.
All
I
right.
could use a chuckle.
Oh shit! Do I ever have a story for you? Do I? Oh yeah, I forgot about the murderous, cannibalistic farmers that Joe loved. Thirsty cotton pickers. You know about the blues, the sugarcane cutters, the grave robber, molasses. A boy ran away with his father, the seagulls and the fishermen. I don't know if the two brothers is funny or what. It is. It's kind of funny though, but at the same time, it's kind of sad. Tell the story of a grave robber at the burial. That is funny. The cane cutter, that's about death. She wants something funny, Joe. What kind of morbid humor are you into? My goodness, Joe. A boy ran away with his father. And then there's the guy with the seagull. A man who made molasses. That's not funny. And you know that the stupid brother one isn't going to be funny to her. And the fire one, that's not funny. The cannibal one, yeah, but that I'm looking for funny. I'm not looking for a horror story or one that has tragedy anymore. She goes. She wants to laugh. So we do the grave robber one.
That's a mite sad right now.
Nope, that's a little sad.
Choices. My choice was starving or glory. And what do you think I chose?
Glory.
Of course I shook the devil's hand.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, how about a story about the dark and scary things in the world?
All right. Now we can do the creepy people. Uh-oh. I might not be able to do it. Nope. Well, shit. farmers who gave you lemonade. I can't do the cane cutter one.
Ooh, now. That sends shivers up my spine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's almost daytime. We only got one more try.
Well, I'll tell you.
Alright, you tell me.
Being famous, that ain't nothing. Being respected, that's holy. That's something for a rare few.
Mm-hmm.
Being respected is heaven.
Well, I respect you.
Ah, the sun is up.
Ah, son of a bitch.
One more night gone. And I gotta go. I'm headed down the road this way.
The hell are you going? Well, you're heading over towards Missouri. I'll have to get some more stories before I come back and visit
There's
you.
more I'd like to tell you, though. About the deal I made with the devil. It ain't a story I tell everyone, but I think you should hear it. Someone should hear it. Someone should know the things I've done.
No, she thinks you're creepy, Joe. You keep wanting to tell people cutting people into bits as humor stories, and that shit ain't funny, Joe. Where are we going now? I think we're going... Oh, I'm getting all twisted around here. North. Northeast. Yeah, that's where we're going. Holy shit, we're going back to the Ohio River. Wait a minute. Were we not already up here? Or did we go over here? I think we've already been here. So maybe we go southwest. Yep. See you later, girlfriend. We're gonna go do some other shit. I need more stories, Joe. I can't just tell her all the same stories. I gotta keep getting her eyes to open. So we'll go over here. We'll go into some towns. We'll do some things. Yeah, I think I'm going the right way. Yes, we are going the right way. Tennessee, Arkansas. Yeah, I am awesome map reading skills, Joe. I said I was going to go southwest, and I'm going freaking southwest. How dare you question my map skills? See, we're going to Memphis. We're going to go to the home of Elvis and Prince. What the hell is this?
A family of 9 invites you into their home for a meal.
Woohoo!
Hogs roam free in the yard. They wallow in shady patches of cool mud, not paying any mind as you pass.
Yes, I'm sure, Joe.
During supper, the hard wind puts an awful burden on the walls. The glass dishes rumble on the table, but the mother seems calm.
Can't butcher a hog in these parts without me, Ma, hollering for pig's feet.
Is she talking about ghosts?
The mother raises up her shoulders into a stern posture.
I teach my children to only fear the Lord. We don't have haints, just me, Ma.
Oh. Alright then. A family of pig fuckers. Or farmers. Sorry. What? Let's search this and see what we got in here.
You rest in a field where a well-dressed stranger talks your ear off on all manner of subjects.
Uh-huh.
The weather, fireflies in summer, how combine harvesters work. After a while, the mood shifts.
Heard my death bones this morning.
What's a death boner?
Death bones. Heard 'em rattle like clank, clink, clank. More startling than wind chimes in a tornado.
He plucks dry grass and chews on a piece.
Ain't much time left now.
You seem young.
That don't matter. I'm fine. Got my savior waiting at the pearly gates.
The man shifts uncomfortably.
At least I do as of this afternoon, I hope. Nearly knocked the pastor's door down earlier. Sure was good to meet you.
The man pauses, rubs his chin in contemplation.
Don't let the bedbugs bite.
He walks off slow. After his silhouette becomes small in the horizon, but before he vanishes, you see him collapse to the ground.
Whoa, he forecasted his own death. Some crazy shit. Let's go to Memphis. Explore.
Peabody Hotel.
Oh, I love that place.
The words adorn the exterior wall, each letter the size of a window. The lobby is upholstered furniture and gold chandeliers. But such luxury is a mere accessory to the centerpiece. A travertine marble fountain in which 5 ducks swim.
Eat the ducks.
A handsome bunch of feathered fellows, all having a nice time in the water.
Aw.
A bellman in a blue cotton uniform, black cane cupped in his hands, takes notice of your interest in the waterfowl.
Would you happen to be here to witness the duck march?
Say what now?
A wide smile crosses the bellman's face.
Oh, a newcomer. Well, this is a little ceremony I introduced. Every day I march these babies into the elevator all the way to the roof. Then I march them back down to this fountain.
I thought he was gonna push him off the roof.
The bellman gestures toward the closest duck. You notice now, the ducks have had their flight feathers trimmed, though their beauty remains intact.
Now, don't look so concerned. I spoil them rotten. The feathers will grow back.
Yay. In all honesty, Joe, I've never been to Peabody Hotel. I don't even know where the hell that is. I don't even know if it's a real place. It's time. Let's watch the duck
bellman
fucking...
taps his cane on the marble. Right away, the ducks honk up a frenzy and hop out of the fountain.
Yay.
They beat the water out of their wings and waddle toward the elevator, guided by the bellman's cane. Magnificent. What sweet, gentle creatures.
What?
I don't know what the hell's going on in the most wonderful way.
Yeah. Let's just move on. Let's go... have a glass of wine. Holy shit, that was an expensive ass glass of wine. Make it last. Okay, let's make some money. Digging holes. Not what you had in mind, but damn, they're digging a lot of holes in this park. The foreman assigned you to a work group with a mix of other disheveled men and women and sent you off to dig a pit by the water fountain. Keep quiet too, or what's this about? Nobody wants to say. A young woman keeps mouthing something to you across the hole, but you can't make it out. What's she saying? Dear Lobby, Dave Hobby, Dean Bobber? You never get anyone to admit what this is all about, but you do get paid pretty okay. Alright. No shit, 4-star hotel, and they still have the duck marching? Get out. Where are we going now? Ooh, wait a minute. We got this lovely young chap down here in Mississippi. Yeah, Mississippi. I was gonna go up to Missouri, but I think maybe we'll go hang out with this young chap. He is this way. It's so dark and I'm so scared. How far away is this guy? Oh, he's way the hell over there. It must be maybe a good chunk of them. I don't know if all of them are true, but I mean, if there's a story about freaking marching ducks, then everything else must be true up till now, right? That's what I'm saying. Let's go talk to this fine young fella. And we have Shaw by Gita Jackson.
I take a look at you and figure we're heading to the same place. You've been walking a long time, same as me, trying to find where you fit.
I fit in your mom.
You ever wonder if that place don't exist? No shame in it, I do. Plenty of time I wonder if I'll just walk forever.
Oh, that would suck.
You start to wonder, how did I get here?
I have no idea. I was drunk, dude. I just drank a bunch of wine.
When you're alone, all you have is all this time. Time to trace the lines back to where things started.
You're gonna meet the alligators soon in the Mississippi River.
You
No
got
way,
any
Joe.
exciting stories? Anything that'll get my heart going?
Would that be the one on the bridge? Family of the pig fuckers. Exciting stories. Oh, the fire. Yeah, the story of the fire after the game in poker with the things.
Now that's a story to keep a man on the edge of his seat.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying, buddy.
I've felt lucky before.
Yeah, so did I with your mom.
When I joined the union, it seemed like I was riding on the backs of angels. Like it was a real opportunity.
Usually unions are. You might become a hobo, Joe.
Like God was on my side.
You might have found your true calling. You never know until you try.
But tell me, what's the wildest thing you've seen out there so far?
Wildest thing I've seen. The dead woman in the yellow ribbon. That's not really wild. Could be the streets of Boston. The bridge builders. What about the cutter dude? The fire that was at the place we played poker. Remember we played, oh, maybe you were gone then. But it can do the king cutters here, because that's pretty wild.
Huh. Trying to scare me. Ain't working.
What? I wasn't trying to scare you.
Some folks have choice.
I do too.
Sometimes you have options, but no choice. You understand?
To a degree.
Sometimes you're told you could do anything, but there's only one thing to do. So, tell me a sad story. Sad and true, okay?
Yeah, hell yeah, I got the perfect one for you, dude. The couple. That'll make you cry.
Body and soul.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, as far as love stories, I mostly love work.
Did you now?
Working the land felt natural. Felt good. It was the work itself, the labor, the sweat, and knowing that I could point at it and say, that's mine.
That's the best feeling in the world. Yeah, I remember I played poker and I won a whole bunch of money, and then I left and I looked up and there was like bright stuff in the sky. So I looked up and it was a fire on the 3rd floor where I just came from playing poker. Yeah, I left a whole bunch of people. I just walked away. Not my problem.
What's the wildest thing you've seen out there so far?
Okay, wildest thing. Pig fuckers down in Memphis. That boy ran away with his father. Seagulls. A man who seemed alright with death. The two men in Boston that mistook each other as brothers. The story of the woman being arrested for bootlegging. Let's try that one.
Damn, there's one surprising
Holy
tale.
shit, that opened his eyes full.
I guess you can tell I've had my share of run-ins with authority.
Have you? Didn't seem like it.
It ain't a secret that the white man hates Negroes, but it's always new to feel that hate.
He seemed like a pretty upstanding. He was part of a union, had his own land. I never thought he had any run-ins with the law. Damn.
The newness of how much they hated a Negro in a union was something different altogether.
Okay, maybe that way. Joe, you really got something about these cannibals. You might want to get yourself checked.
The look in a man's eye when they're aiming to kill you. It's as sharp as a gunshot.
No shit.
But anyway, you know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight.
The guy we killed? Or the deer that Joe killed? So we could either do the dude that I killed when I stole his booze, or the deer that Joe killed. Which one should we do? Joe, you are really far behind if you're still answering questions from the previous question. Like, holy crap. Yeah, so it's either going to be tell the story of the white deer around New York City that Joe pushed in front of a train. True tragedy. Or we could do the dog. Yeah, let's do the dog. I think he'll really be attached to that one.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Wishes come true.
Sometimes.
My father was born a slave, died free.
Kick ass.
I was born free, and as a young man, I still felt like I was dying a slave.
Ooh, not good.
Here's the sun. I got to get going. My route goes up this way, but I sure did enjoy talking to you.
Damn right you did. Freaking awesome.
It's probably the kind of story you've heard a million times.
Maybe.
Down on your luck, need work, take whatever you can get.
Dude, that's what I'm living.
How about you? Does my life sound familiar?
A little bit. And we got the sharecropper. Woohoo! Shaw's Life and Times. We got another story. And what we're going to do, we're going to walk up here. We're going to check out these two little places. And then I'm going to call the episode / stream right here. I'm going to go get me something to eat. What we got?
We need a sixth.
She told you.
Oh, kick-ass. We got a seance story.
Steps
Woohoo!
of a great dark mansion.
Nice.
And just like that, you found yourself sitting with strangers around a velvet-draped table. Her voice is reedy and high, modulated by the tight collar of her Victorian dress.
Join hands, everyone.
And yeah, you're behind, Joe. You're behind.
Your host keeps her eyes closed as she beseeches the spirits of the dead. But everyone else around the table lets one lingering, awkward glance bounce around between them. You sense they're just about done humoring her when it happens. A deep, nasty thump beneath the table.
Holy hell. And look at her. She's got a mustache.
The whole table starts to shake, threatening to lift right off the ground. And then, the staid candle flames start flickering like mad, casting ghastly shadows on the walls. And then, a viciously cold wind cuts through the parlor like sharpened ice.
Really? Well, let's keep holding.
The damned candles are dancing in midair around you now, singeing a hair here and there off the coiffed heads of these well-heeled guests. You notice your host across the table has her eyes open wider than they should go. A rivulet of blood dripping from her nose.
Oh, dude, we are gonna keep holding on. That's what I said, Joe. See, you are behind. Wow. I said that way before.
When you come to your senses, sunrise has begun to creep in. The parlor is empty, but for you and the woman in the old-fashioned dress, who slumped dejectedly over the table.
He didn't show up. All that sound and fury, and no sign of his spirit.
Well, not when I tell the story. The seance. Sweetness. Oh, we got 3 places here. Okay, we'll check these last 2, and then we'll call it. And I know you want to hear the story about Althea, but we will have to find that out in one of the future episodes.
Faded shotgun houses sit in rows under the tall shadows of smokestacks. A worker in full uniform hollers from a porch. "Hey, traveler! Join me inside. Got some literature here."
Sweet.
As you shut the door, the man glances out the window and draws the shades. "Landlord toss you out? Ha! Don't mind me, it's none of my business." He pries up a floorboard with a crowbar.
Whoa, you got a dead body. This is for Joe.
You glance over the man's shoulder to see inside the compartment canned goods, a pile of leaflets, the wood stock of a rifle. He replaces the board and stands. He hands you a can of whole potatoes, then a leaflet which reads, "No evictions, no fascists, no hunger." Headed back to the shop, but we'll have a Bible meet soon.
Let's see what the Bible reads about.
Bible meet. If you don't know James 5:1 by heart, learn it. That's our favorite scripture.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind, sir. Metal worker in the company house. And then lastly, over by Highway 20, we got this. Oh, we got a story to hear. This man reads the newspaper with a barely contained horror, his grimace spreading wider and wider as he makes his way down the page. Suddenly, his frown cracks into something with a little more amazement in it. "Whoa," he says. "What's the matter?" He reads out a story about an arsonist who burns down gambling dens all over the country. You're shocked. It's the story of the fire after the poker game in the Winecoff Hotel in Atlanta, but with some bits changed. "Do you think this really happened?" he asked. "Oh, yes." "Sounds like nonsense to me, for sure," he says. "The stuff they print these days." Move on. Story grew. Woo! We got more stories. You know what we should do? Let's do this. Okay. You better pull over. You son of a bitch. You bastard. I want to see if we can hitchhike somewhere. Just kind of end up wherever we end up. We're in Mississippi. People should pick us up. A lot of nice people out here. You bastard. It's me. What's me? I want to see where we can get to when we hitchhike. The hell, it didn't pick me up. Alright, well, we're in Jackson, Mississippi now. I'm gonna search here, whatever.
First tree in a mile, and it's a stout myrtle with bald branches. No relief from the sun out here. Leaves would help. Someone hadn't replaced them all with dusty glass bottles. You cool down in the shade. The breeze blows through the bottles, making a series of heavy, hollow sounds. You think about wind chimes and the smell of fresh pies on windowsills.
Get out.
The dense sound of many conversations cuts your nap short. There's no one around. Not until you look up at the bottles. They're filled with bright blue orbs, and words echo from them.
Ooh.
None seem to notice your presence.
I'm gonna
Can't
listen
get
to
enough.
the laughter.
Porcelain, chrome, the rusty ones. Gotta turn those sleek faucets. Ever find me in a hardware store, I'm gonna haunt it till the cows come home.
Laughter rumbles inside neighboring bottles.
Whoa, I really gotta lay off the hooch. Tree with bottles on his branches. Freaking weird, man. Oh, we got a couple things here. Okay, maybe we'll make this a little bit longer of an episode. It's break time at this half-finished bridge. The workers are gathered around a young man who sits on a bucket like a king. They listen raptly to a story about a ghost of a woman executed in Paris long ago. That's going to be the chick with the yellow thing on her neck. You realize it's the story of the dead woman in the yellow ribbon, but heavily embellished. The young man on the bucket tells it masterfully, doing all the voices as if he's told it this way 1,000 times before. What a story. It's nothing close to what actually happened, but this version is pretty good. You'll have an easy time remembering it. Move on, baby. Oh yeah, woohoo! We got an addition to our story.
Excusez-moi.
Beckoning you over, the woman shows you a letter, beautifully typeset on thick vellum.
Ooh.
You're struck by the scent of a fancy department store. She points on the parchment to the address.
This address, you know?
Her accent is very thick.
Okay.
You are dismayed to read the first paragraph. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. And the address under the monogram in the letterhead. 12345 Road Street, Anytown, USA. The woman blinks, hopefully, leaning close over your shoulder.
Yes? You know this place?
She asks.
Hmm.
Poor woman. She's been tricked.
Well, we could let her down easy, but we did that with the dude in New York, so let's make something up.
You send her around a nearby corner at random.
Merci.
She exclaims, clasping the letter to her bosom, stars in her eyes.
Enfin, mon héritage attend.
She hurries down the street, gone before you can change your mind.
Ha ha. Suck-a-foo. Nice. Okay, let's turn around and see where the hell we are. We're at the Mississippi River. Woohoo! So we're... Okay, we're on the, actually on the opposite side of the river. I guess that's just the division. I can't see the river here, so... maybe that is a river? Yeah, I think it is. But we're on the other side. We're over here, unless it happens to come around this way. Well, whatever. Anyways, we're right there. And I don't know if... oh, we got dice. We got... Oh, we have stuff. Or we had stuff. A pair of bone dice loaded to roll snake eyes nearly every time. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. And it gives us a little timeline of where we've been and all that kind of crap. Progress, Quinn the Hobo Kid, Chapter 1. Chapter 2, Cold Iron Shackles and a Ball and Chain. That's for Shaw. Mason, Pay for Your Life. And then Joe's favorite, Althea, the blues guitarist, Friend of the Devil. Nice. So where is she in the whole scope of things? There's Shaw. There's Althea way up there. So might be able to take Highway 61 and hitchhike somewhere. We could go visit Sausage in Florida. Hey, we got this dude over here too. So maybe that's what we'll do. We'll head south and then work our way across and kind of, go back around over to her. Or we could always go out this way towards Texas and Oklahoma, Kansas, and back through Missouri over to her. I don't give a shit, Joe. We don't always have to know every story. Remember, it said you could do the right choice or you could do the wrong choice. It's entirely up to you. And I wanted to do the wrong one that time because we always do the right one. We always help people. We always do the next right thing. I don't want to always do that. I want to see if somebody will pick me up. Nope, apparently not. Nobody loves chills. Okay. Yeah, it is a pretty good game. I mean, the graphics aren't like OP or anything like that, but it's all about the storytelling in this. That's the thing I really like about this, is that they're actually telling a really cool story about the whole part of America, like back in the 30s, and I'm all about the 30s era, so this is a really interesting kind of storytelling type thing that I could really get into. Where are we? Oh shit, you know what? We're almost at that town, so I think we'll probably head there next time, but I'm gonna call it right here. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Oh, boy. I'm going to have to end that right there. There we go. What the hell happened there? Yes, please. Done. Yeah, I know you're nosy, Joe. That's okay, though. But I do appreciate you guys hanging out. It has been a lot of fun. Got to give a big, big shout out to... oops. Oh shit, I just closed it. To Claricia, she really helped me out with that. She's the one that hooked me up with the game, so I appreciate it. Much love to her, and much love and respect to all of you. I'm going to grab something to eat. Might come back and stream later, I don't know. Probably going to be Minecraft if I do it. And we'll do a bit of an update video there, and just kind of see how things are. I don't think we have any more Super Seducer to do anymore, unless we go back and do like a 100% completion, which is just kind of going back over what we've already done, so probably be pretty boring. The only other one that we could do is the Long Reach, but we'd have to figure out what to do with those chimes or bells. So anyways, thanks again, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Take care.